30 memorable quotes from film Major Dundee, 1965, Part 2. Sam Peckinpah's Major Dundee, 1965, is a gritty, ambitious Civil War-era western that blends classic frontier action with psychological tension and moral ambiguity. Charlton Heston stars as Major Amos Dundee, a disgraced Union officer stationed in New Mexico. Seeking redemption and relevance, he assembles a ragtag command of Union soldiers, Confederate prisoners, and outlaws to pursue a band of Apache warriors who have been raiding settlements and capturing civilians. Dundee's mission takes his unit deep into Mexico, far beyond official orders and into hostile territory. The group, torn by internal divisions, particularly with proud Confederate officer Captain Tyreen, played by Richard Harris, struggles with discipline, survival, and the meaning of duty. James Coburn plays a one-armed scout, adding further grit to the rugged ensemble. The film explores complex themes: fractured loyalties, the cost of obsession, blurred morality, and the futility of command. Though plagued by studio interference and production issues, Peckinpah's original vision peeks through in its cynical tone and visceral action. Noted for its brutal realism, anti-heroic characters, and Peckinpah's hallmark slow-burning tension, Major Dundee stands as a flawed yet fascinating precursor to his later masterpiece, The Wild Bunch, and a notable entry in revisionist Western cinema. Charlton Heston as Major Amos Charles Dundee. And quote, "I am Major Dundee, and I intend to finish this mission. And quote, I will command. You will follow. And quote, I need men who can ride, shoot, and obey orders. In that order, and quote, there is no room for failure under my command, and quote, this war may be madness, but I'll see it through, and quote, Richard Harris as Captain Benjamin Tyreen, and quote, you hang rebels, Dundee, I just fight Yankees, and quote, you may wear the uniform, but you lack the honor, and quote, we may fight together, but we are not the same, and quote, a Confederate I am, and proud of it, and quote, even traitors have their own sense of duty. James Coburn as Samuel Potts, and quote, I scout for nobody, unless I get paid, and quote, I've seen more Apaches than you've had bad dreams, and quote, don't ask questions if you can't take answers, and quote, dead men don't follow orders. Major, and quote, a trail like this don't have a happy ending. Conflict, division, and authority, and quote, you don't lead men by breaking them, you lead them by earning them, and quote, we're not your soldiers, Dundee, we're your scapegoats, and quote, one wrong order and we all die in Mexico, and quote, you want war? You got it, but don't expect mercy, and quote, your rank may be high, but your judgment is low. Tension between Union and Confederate troops, and quote, I'd rather die beside a man I hate than ride behind one I can't trust, and quote, this isn't about blue or gray anymore, it's survival, and quote, you fight like a Yankee, but you bleed like the rest, and quote, peace is a luxury we can't afford. Major, and quote, this command is a powder keg, and you lit the fuse, and quote, lines from the camp and trail, and quote, I didn't sign up to cross into Mexico, and quot, and quot. Apache arrows don't care what uniform you wear, and quot, and quot. Every river we cross might be our last, and quot, and quot. Men are dying for a cause you can't explain, and quot, and quot. This desert eats the weak and mocks the brave. Dark humor and grit, and quot. Well, hell's full, so I guess we ride, and quot, and quot. If the Apaches don't kill us, Dundee will, and quot, and quot. I stopped fearing death when I stopped fearing you, and quot, and quot. Whiskey's better than water, at least it burns with purpose, and quot, and quot. We're not heroes, we're leftovers, and quot. On leadership and sacrifice, and quot. A commander earns respect, not demands it, and quot, and quot. You can't lead ghosts. Major, and quot, and quot. He'd rather win a battle than save his men, and quot, and quot. This mission needs heart, not just orders, and quot, and quot. You gave them orders. We gave them blood. Moments of reflection and humanity. And quot. What good is victory if there's no one left to celebrate it? And quot. And quot. Even in war, a man must answer to himself. And quot. And quot. I didn't expect to find my conscience in Mexico. And quot. And quot. This land takes more than it gives. And quot. And quot. Sometimes the enemy is not who you expect, and quot. Explosive showdowns and climax, and quot. Tonight, we fight, win or ride into hell, and quot. And quot. He comes for us like death on a black horse, and quot. And quot. The Apache know no fear, but neither do we, and quot. And quot. Dundee, you started this, now finish it, and quot. And quot. One last charge, then silence.